Yesterday was just another horrible, ugly, abysmal loss for this Philadelphia Eagles team in 2020. So the last thing I wanted to do today was talk Eagles football. I needed to bring some positivity, some fun into Bar 4133 today, and I'm going to do something that has been requested as I do another professional wrestling unboxing. And this guy I'm really excited about, one of my childhood favorites. That is coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Eagles News Now. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde, live at Bar 4133. And as I said in the intro, the last thing I want to talk about today, after a horrible loss, is Philadelphia Eagles football. So what I'm going to do is something that I did last week for the first time, and that was actually requested this week, and that is another professional wrestling figure unboxing live from Bar 4133 to get some positivity going in here, to get some fun going in here, because I need it, and I think everybody does, to get their mind off the Eagles and everything else going on in the outside world. Now, if you haven't checked out my last unboxing, go ahead and check it out in the archives. I unboxed the Mattel Series 8 Legends Ultimate Warrior, the figure that represents his last ever appearance for WWE before he untimely passed away. I think the figure is absolutely cool. Go ahead and check out that video. I also explained what professional wrestling means to me, not just being a professional wrestler now, but as a kid. It was an escape from my childhood. The guys look like absolute superheroes, and the action figures that were made for them in that era, being the Hasbro era, were so cool. I collected them, loved them, reminded me of my grandmother. Again, that full story is in the other video, but I feel like I need to tell you guys every time I do one of these for some reason. But yeah, I'm a professional wrestler and still a wrestling fan who collects wrestling memorabilia. Not a hardcore collector, guys. I'm just not. I don't have the money for it. Nothing against people that are, but I just don't have the money for it. So a lot of the figures that I have are figures that mean something to me, or that just look absolutely awesome to display. So let's talk about the next guy. Now, as I said, the Ultimate Warrior was probably my favorite wrestler. Not probably. He was my favorite wrestler back in the day. Superhero-like, muscles, face paint, flashy. Now, this next guy was another favorite of mine, but he did not look like a superhero. He did not have the huge muscles or the face paint or all that flash. This guy had a character that was unlike any character still today in professional wrestling history, and that is Jake the Snake Roberts. Now, just that name, it's almost a household name. If you go to anybody and you say the name Jake the Snake Roberts, they remember it was the wrestler with the snake. But you dig deeper into Jake the Snake, his character was so unique. I mean, like I said, not a really big guy. Now, he was super tall, and I would find that out personally years later. But just not a big muscle guy, not a screamer. He didn't have to scream his promos or be really loud. As a matter of fact, he used to speak so silent and would whisper that even though he wasn't the biggest guy, you were scared to death for his opponents that went in the ring with him. The psychology behind his character, behind the snake, everything he did have meaning, and it made you believe. This guy was absolutely awesome, whether he was a good guy or a bad guy. Tremendous fan reaction. And again, let's talk about the snake. He came to the ring with a bag that inside of it had a huge python that he called Damien. Damien was unlike anything else in the WWF. And again, there's just nothing else like it even today. I remember watching wrestling with my grandmother and my old aunts. Everybody has the old aunts, right? That are basically your second aunt. And they were terrified of this snake. They went absolutely crazy when Jake would throw the snake on guys like Andre the Giant, or Rick Rude. I mean, it was just absolutely awesome watching Jake the Snake with Damien. And everybody loved, even still to this day, just loved to see that snake and the reactions that it would get from his opponents. As far as action figures go, I did collect all the Hasbros, like I said, when I was little. And this one was one of my favorites. This is actually my only Jake the Snake figure besides the one I'm going to show you today. Now, as you can see, this is during an age when there was no such thing as face grafts, or this was actually sculpted and it really looks like Jake. I mean, everything about this figure looks like Jake the Snake Roberts. You look at the gear, the green tights with the purple snake, just awesome. Reminds me of WrestleMania 6 Jake. The boots, now look, obviously they're supposed to be snakeskin boots. They don't exactly look like snakeskin boots, but you get the point here with this figure. Absolute awesome figure. One of my favorites still to this day. Now, I was moving my Jake the Snake Hasbro to that awesome display behind me, courtesy of Zach the Ripper Comics, and left Damien in my office. So you guys are not going to get to see the Hasbro Damien today, but you will see the Damien from the Mattel Legends series. Now, that brings me to this guy, Jake the Snake Roberts from the Series 8 Elite Collection from Mattel, the same series that the Ultimate Warrior was from. I just think this is absolutely cool. This is mid-'80s Jake. Some of the other Jake the Snake figures from Mattel, I think, were more of the later 90s version of Jake the Snake, but you can see in the face, I'll show you when I actually open it, why he's mid-'80s Jake. Again, the packaging, just so cool. They do a really good job with all the details here. Just an awesome box that, again, like, you don't want to throw away. Back in the day, of course, you'd rip these things open and the box would be in the trash within minutes. But these things are really cool. And again, other collectors will buy 2 of these. One to open for display and one to keep in the box. Again, I'm not a millionaire, so I can't do that. So we're going to open this bad boy. We're going to let him breathe, because I don't try to sell. I will never sell any of my collectibles. Again, they all have meaning to me, and I'm just not going to sell them. So why not take them out and let them breathe? We're going to do that right now. These things are usually taped pretty well. So I've got a little knife here that I'm going to use to open this without destroying it. And again, man, Jake the Snake. So I went to a seminar early in my wrestling career with Zach from Zach the Ripper Comics, and it was something else. It was at the ECW arena, and man, Jake the Snake, he just made us do, I think, and Zach could probably attest to this better than I can, we did like 400 squats. He was a very intense individual. Just his stories and the way that he told us how to sculpt a promo, just knowledge that I'll always remember from Jake. And we got the WWE Legends background gimmick. I think this is cool too for your displays. Packaging. These guys are really, he's packaged nice in there. He's not going anywhere. Make sure I don't cut my fingers off or do any damage to this figure. Mattel, even with, and my daughter has a lot of dolls from Mattel. They do a really good job of sealing their figures in there. Wow, these boots look awesome. Now in the display, Damien already on his shoulders. Wow, look at this dude. Awesome figure, guys. Take a look. There he is. Jake the Snake Roberts. Again, mid-'80s Jake. Now, there is a Chase figure, and what Chase means is he's basically dressed in something different. There is a Chase figure where he's actually wearing the green with the purple, which I would have liked, but I like these two. Snakeskin boots that Jake is famous for. Really amazing detail there. And again, Damien. Look at Damien. Wow. I mean, dude, that's cool to me. It's really cool. Jake's face, mid-'80s Jake, a little bit fatter in the face, eyes a little bit beadier, simulated hair on the chest, skinnier torso than on the other figures from what I saw. Really, Jake the Snake was what we call toyetic. I mean, just it makes an awesome action figure. And what else I think is cool that Mattel has done is they gave us the bag, as again the Hasbro version did as well. And this is the bag that would be over Jake's shoulder that you can put Damien in. Really cool stuff. Again, comes with those hands. Again, I'll probably never, I mean, they're just pointer fingers. I don't get it. I probably will never use it or use them for my display. But great figure, guys. awesome. I mean, this series from Mattel is really cool. Eddie Guerrero and Paul Orndorff are also in this series. And this is just cool. What a figure. Awesome. Jake the Snake Roberts, guys. Unlike any other character in wrestling history. And this is just too cool of a figure not to get. It's just too cool of a figure. It's one of those figures where my kids or my grandkids will see him sitting on a display and ask, who is this guy with this snake? And then, you know, the stories and the YouTube videos will commence. But I appreciate everybody for watching. This is really fun. It's really cool to do, to talk a little wrestling. Again, I only really like the older legends. As far as collecting, you know, I still get a chance to work with some of the guys that are on TV now, so it's kind of weird to grab their figures. However, the legends and the guys from my childhood, it's just absolutely cool to go from this that I got for Christmas from my grandmother, and then, may she rest in peace, and then get one of these. I think it's just pretty cool, and it tells a pretty cool story. So that is all I got for you guys. And hey, you may see more of these in the future. Let me know in the comments if you would like to. If this just isn't your thing, then I appreciate that as well. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. As there's always new content. Even when the Eagles are bad, we still have stuff. And we still have a lot of Eagles stuff to talk about as well. I needed a break for the day. And I hope you guys did too, as it is absolutely nuts on social media and on the radio as far as the Eagles go. However, guys, I hope everybody had a great day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Go Birds. I'll see you guys later.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! I need Eagle Nation to stand.